Hi, welcome to Power Motion YouTube channel. We finally have a heated insole available. So it's been a long journey to producing this particular product. So in this particular video, we will go over a couple of things. We're gonna go over how this heated insole works. And we're also gonna go over what material is using on this particular heated insole. And then the last part, we're gonna go over, we actually have 3 or 4 different configurations for this particular product. And so each configuration will be for different customer requirement. So first thing, I just want to show you what the heated insole look like. So this is the heated insole, and you can see it's labeled as size 7. Let's kind of get into the construction of the insole. So basically, you can see there's almost like a sandwich in here. On the bottom half of the insole is basically a fiberboard, and the purpose of the fiberboard is providing the structure for the insole. And then on the top part basically is the wool insulation. So the wool insulation is basically provide insulation, so it blocks the cold air coming onto your foot. So it's an important part of it for the insole. And then on top of it, there's basically the cabal cover. And on the front of the insole, it's covered up, but the heat element is on the front of the toe. And then on the back, you have the wire coming out. So this is where you're connecting to your battery or the control module. So that's a basic structure of the insole. So one of the things that I want to talk about in terms of the design, we really want to create an ecosystem. An ecosystem meaning that if you have bought something in the past, you should be able to use it from your previous component that you have purchased. So when we develop the heated insole, we want to make sure it's forward and backward compatible. So basically, you already have the battery from our previous product. You can pretty much use it and connect into the heated insole. As you can see, this is the same connector that we use for the heated insole. So there are no difference in terms of the previous generation product as well as the current product. They're all compatible. So what happened is when we first developed the product, this is the heat element that we have. So we want to make sure that it will generate 50 degrees Celsius. And so when we actually doing the final test, is like I couldn't feel the heat, and I was just wondering why we couldn't feel the heat. Well, that's just basically heat transfer. So every time we put additional material, so for example, this heated insole is covered by this cabal material. So every time I put additional material, I would lose about 10 degrees. So if the heat element generates around 50 degrees, and then if I put a cover on it, I'm going to lose 10 degrees. So what it means is I'm only getting about 40 degrees Celsius. And that is one of the reasons a lot of heated insole on the market, they don't work, because they were based on general temperature, which is around 50 degrees. So by the time you actually feel that, you may be only feeling about 30 degrees. So therefore, a lot of time, what you see on the market is like, where's the heat? I don't feel anything. So our heated insole is actually generated around 70 degrees Celsius. So 70 degrees Celsius, exactly what I explained earlier, is that every time I pass through a material, pass through the cover, pass through the socks, you're gonna lose approximately 20 degrees Celsius. So by the time you actually get the feel of your feet, you're gonna feel about 50 degrees Celsius. So this particular heated insole is actually running a little bit more higher temperature compared to any other product that you have seen on the market. So next, what I like to do is go over different package or different configuration that we sell to our customer. So basically, you have 3 basic package for the configuration. The first and most simple one is the heated insole itself and has the wire. And basically, if you already have the heated vest from us, you basically take this and plug it to your heated vest, because the heated vest already have the control module. So that's probably the one of the most simple way of connecting to the heated insole without having a lot of additional part. The second one is pretty much the same thing. We will sell you the heated insole, but we will also sell you the controller module. One thing is, I just want to highlight that this control module, basically, it has a strap, so it actually comes with 2 straps. So the first strap is basically allowing you to strap it onto the leg, and then you're connecting to the heated insole. And if you don't like strapping the battery or the control module into your leg, you can use this one right here. So you can just basically take a standard belt that you have here, and run the wire through the pants, and then you can control the footwear. So that's the second method. And the third method is basically we provide you the heater element, so what we call the DIY kit. And so that basically allows you to make your own custom heated footbed or custom boot or custom insole. So we're gonna get into more detail about this. Okay, finally we get to the last configuration. So the last configuration is basically what I call the DIY, do-it-yourself type of kit. We are actually thinking partner with some of the ski shop and providing servicing for people. But basically what a DIY kit stands for is basically we will provide you the two heater elements that you need to make your own customization. And we also going to provide you some type of backing adhesive. So let me just kind of quickly show you some of the customization we already started with some other customers. So right here I have a traditional ski boot. So the customer bought the ski boot to us, and he wants to use our heated insole, but our heated insole will not fit into the ski boot. So instead of putting the insole in there, we actually customized the whole thing for this particular customer. So what we did is we take out the liner right here, and then we take one of the insole. So we basically place the heater element on top of here, and then we cover it up with the backing, and then the wire exit from behind, come right here. So then we will place this insert inside here, and then you can see that we make a slit cut here. So then the wire will exit out from here, and then put the liner back to the boot. So what happened is you will end up with the ski boot with the wire dangling right here. So now with this, basically you have a high performance ski boot with the customized heated insole, and then you can connect them to your vest or the control module. All right, that's it for this video for the heated insole. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find the information that you need. So basically, to quickly summarize about our heated insole, we spent a lot of time to develop the low-level component. So by developing the low-level component, we were able to create different product, different configuration for different requirements. I believe our product has a really, really good design compared to any other product on the market. It provides you a lot of flexibility. So basically, we have 3 different configurations in terms of the heated insole. And so the first method is just basically the heated insole. With this method, you will need a heated vest or some other control module that able to control the temperature. The second method is basically the heated insole with the control module, so it becomes more like a standalone, so you don't need other component to power it up. And then the third method is called what we call the DIY method. So basically it's a lower level component. I think this is the most interesting method because it provides people or customer that they can customize their footbed or customize their boots, so you can actually create your own heated boots and so forth. So I think this is probably one of the most interesting methods. So anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more information, be sure to check us out on the website www.powermotion.ca or send us an email at info@powermotion.ca. Thank you.